Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Yankees today is Al Downing, whose record is 1-0 with a 0 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Steve Barber, whose record is 0-0 with a 1.80 ERA. And so we got ourselves a nice victory over the Yankees. We dealt them their first loss on the season. We won 5-3 yesterday. We scored 4, pretty quickly right out of the gate. And I thought we were going to cruise to victory. And then the Yankees third baseman, Bobby Cox, hit a 3-run home run. And I thought, okay, that's it. We're screwed. But we did hang on to win. We put another run on the board late. And Mike Marshall came in and got the save. Gary Bell got the first win of any starter on our team in yesterday's ball game. And now we move on to the final game of the series, as you see here. A couple lefties matching up today. And then after the ball game, there's a day off. So we're going to go ahead and advance one day after the ball game so that when we come back tomorrow, we'll have our matchup versus the Twins. And we can see where we are in the standings. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I should mention two things. One, we lost Jim Bouton after the ball game yesterday. He's going to be out for 54 days. But we didn't know that when we got a trade offer from Les Expos. And so they offered us a 1-for-5 deal, and it was for Greg Goosen, a AAA first baseman. And so I took it because, we could use the personnel, for one, in our minor league system. And we also ended up bonusing because Mudcat Jim Grant, came over in the deal. And although he did not start very many games for the Dodgers in 1968, he will slide right into Jim Bouton's spot. Now, Mudcat Grant only has a 54 endurance, so we're talking 75 to 80 pitches before he gets tired. But you know what? I mean, that's who we are right now, and we will try to survive with Mudcat Grant as our starting pitcher. So worked out. Good timing for that deal. And I'm surprised we've made 2 deals, in 7 days of the season starting, and no one has asked us for any of our premium players. So we're building our team slowly with a bunch of scrubs. And we're winning. We're 3-3, so we got to feel good about that. Okay, so Steve Barber, he had our best start of the first time through the rotation. So he's on the mound today. And all of our bullpen is available, which is good news. And then we have a day off tomorrow, so everybody's available for sure. Al Downing on the mound for the Yankees. He is a left-hander. We're going to give Danny Walton a start in left field. First time all year for him. And Gordy Lund will be back in at shortstop. I've decided that I am going to platoon Steve Hovley and Wayne Comer in center field. But since we're facing a lefty today, it'll be Wayne Comer, the right-hander. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the New York Yankees. Batting leadoff in left field is Roy White. Batting second at second base is Horace Clarke. Batting third and catching is the great Thurman Munson. Batting cleanup in center field is Dick Simpson. Batting fifth in right field is Bobby Murcer. Batting sixth at third base is Bobby Cox. Batting seventh at first base is Len Boehmer. Batting eighth at shortstop is Elia. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Al Downing. Let's take a look at Steve Barber. There's actually 2 Steve Barbers in Major League Baseball at this time. I came across the second one as I was putting the photographs in for another team. But this is the Steve Barber that matters to us. He had a great by our standards, first start. He went 5 innings. He didn't walk more than he struck out. In fact, I went and did a little bit of research before today's game, of course, and I found out that the Seattle Pilots in 1969, they had the 4th most walks. The batters did in the American League, and they had the most strikeouts of any team in the American League in 1969. But our pitchers ranked 9th in issuing base on balls in 1969. So I don't know why our team is so horrible. I'm assuming it's got to be a combination of our terrible pitching ratings and maybe ballpark effects. I don't know. Nonetheless, we got Steve Barber, who was good. He's got a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, and he is a ground ball pitcher, so that's nice. His sinker is his best pitch. It's rated a 90, and his slider is rated an 82. So 2 pitches above 500. Above 80, which is league average. Overall, he's rated an 81. The 31-year-old lefty goes to free agency in 1971. Okay, let's take a look at our defense. Pretty solid in the infield, but we're struggling in the outfield. Walton in left, sub-average, and we know that Harper is terrible defensively and right, despite having our only outfield assist. Okay, here we go. Roy White leading off today for the Yankees. 3-1 count, and he walks him. Oh, no. White, I believe, had a stolen base yesterday, so we got to keep an eye on him. He's on first base. Here's Horace Clarke. Got his first hit of the season yesterday. Ground ball to third. Snagged by Rollins. We get the force at second. Can't turn 2. And that's going to bring up Thurman Munson. It's 1969. He did not start playing Major League Baseball until 1970, so he's a little bit ahead of schedule. 2 for 4 as a backup right now, and a base hit into right field. Clarke goes to third. First and third, 1 down. For Dick Simpson, we have the catcher on first. Simpson's got good speed. He's been the leadoff hitter every game. So they're, with a left-hander in the mound, they're switching it up. I guess we're gonna pull third base in, solely because he's a right-handed batter. And if you pull it, if you pull it to third, we can hold the runner or go home with it. Otherwise, we'll play back for a double play. Here we go. Dick Simpson. 2-2 count. Striking out. Making the point moot as Barber can go after the left-hander, Bobby Murcer. Murcer did not have a hit in 68 versus the left-handers. Is he a rookie? Yeah, pretty much. He didn't play in the majors. It says his 3rd season, but the guy's got 122 total at bats, so that doesn't seem right. Here we go, lefty on lefty. 3-1 count, and he walks in. So our one chance to go after a left-hander in the lineup. And now we're going to face Bobby Cox, who had the 3-run homer yesterday. This feels ominous, doesn't it? Here we go, 1-2 count. Oh, he gets him on a low and outside pitch. Good job with the slider. Threw a lot of pitches, but we get out of it. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Here's the Pilots lineup rundown for today, and then we'll talk about Al Downing. Batting leadoff, playing right field, is Tommy Harper. Batting second in center field is Wayne Comer. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Don Mincher. Batting fifth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting sixth in left field is Danny Walton. Batting seventh at second base is Van Kelly. Found a baseball card for him. And batting eighth at shortstop is the Gordy Lund. Batting ninth and pitching is Steve Barber. Okay, let's take a look at Al Downing. Did a little bit of a deep dive on the great Al Downing. He's a badass. In 1969, in real life, he went 7-5 with a 3.38 ERA in 15 games started, for the Yankees. He was actually traded away before the 1970 season to Oakland, and then Oakland turned around and traded him to the Brewers before he settled with the Dodgers. In 1964, as you can see right here, he led the American League in strikeouts with 217 Ks. In 1967, he was an All-Star with that 14-10 record at 2.63 ERA. In 1971, his first year with the Dodgers, he finished third in the Cy Young Award, winning 20 games, going 20-9, with a 2.68 ERA. He was named the Comeback Player of the Year. Other things of note, he was the first African-American starting pitcher for the Yankees. That took place back in 1961, as you can see. Also, the Yankees won the World Series in '61, but he did not get a ring because of not being on the team at that time. And of course, of all the things he's accomplished in his life, he's probably most known for giving up Hank Aaron's 715th home run on April 8th in 1974. So, pretty damn good pitcher in his time. Take a look at how he stacks up here. He's 1-0, going 7 innings in his first start, striking out 13. Who did he pitch against? Let's look at his log. Oh, it was against Detroit. So, good job by Al Downing in that game. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour, ground ball percent 43.5%. Fastball is his best pitch, rated at 91. A slider that's 83. He's got a couple other pitches below average, overall rated at 87. The 27-year-old lefty doesn't go to free agency here until 1974. Okay, there is the defense for the New York Yankees. Elia at short, not great. And Thurman Munson behind the plate, great defensive catcher. His arm is rated at an 86. We may not be running today. Okay, Tommy Harper leading off against Al Downing here in the bottom of the first. Ground ball, infield single. Maybe we can test out. Oh, it's a lefty on the mound, right? So that's going to lower the percentage. 71%. That's actually the highest we've seen all year. But we have Wayne Boehmer in the second spot today instead of Hegan because he does walk a lot. So let's see what happens here. 3-0 count. That's why I put him there. Look at this. I'm the best manager of all time. So we have Boehmer at first, Harper at second, nobody out, and Rich Rollins at the plate. Batting .323 this year. Gets some good wood on it, but unfortunately pulls it to left field where White makes the catch. 80% success? I like that. Yes, Harper advances to third, so we have the go-ahead run 90 feet away, and Don Mincher's up. Now, Mincher, two things about Mincher I'll tell you right now. One is he has 3 sacrifice flies already this season, and 2, he has not struck out yet. So we're going to ask for him to make some contact, send the ball to the outfield. Oh, we'll take a base hit into left field. Harper scores. Boehmer holds at second. Mincher is like an MVP level player right now on this terrible, terrible team. Okay, first and second, one down. Jerry McNertney, he's got a couple dogs. Batting .333, 2 home runs. Ground ball to short. Can that be 2? No, they only get Mincher at second. So that 70 rating at short benefits us. And let's see if we can get Danny Walton his first hit on the season. First and third, 2 down. Danny Walton's got a 1-2 count, and he strikes out. We take the lead, though. It's 1-0 headed to the top of the second with Len Boehmer leading off. He's playing first base today. Guy I'd never heard of before I dug up his card. He's 1 for 4 on the season. And Barber jams him inside, popping it up on the infield. It says behind home plate. Oh, it does say foul out. So the play is made by McNertney. 1 down. That would bring up Elia, batting a paltry 167 so far. Ground ball to third. That's a routine play. Out number 2. And that'll leave it up to the pitcher, Al Downing. Pretty good hitting pitcher. Batted 176 last year. 2-2 count, and he strikes out. 3 Ks for Barber to go with those 2 walks. We go to the bottom of the second. Van Kelly leading off. You see the Van Kelly card here. This was a card that someone made that I pulled off the internet. It didn't have anyone to attribute it to, but I'm saying it because he did not have a Major League card from what I could find. And he strikes out. So, Kelly, we're hoping he could be our everyday second baseman. Here's Gordy Lund. El Gordo flies out to center field. He's now 1 for 9 on the season. He's going to leave it up to Steve Barber and his .051 batting average last year. He strikes out as well. So 2 of the 3 batters strike out in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Pilots. All right. Barber at 35 pitches. He could use a 1-2-3 inning here. Wow, he drops it right into the strike zone against Roy White for his 4th K. Barber's looking pretty decent today. Got through that first jam in the first inning where the bases were loaded. There's a base hit for Horace Clarke. He's feeling himself. He's got a 2-game hitting streak going. Will he be going here on McNertney, though? Probably try to stay out of the double play. Thurman Munson's got a 95 contact. That's about the best you can have. Ground ball to short. Can we turn 2? Oh, the hit and run was on. Clarke beats it out. Doesn't beat it out, but, there was no play at second. So 2 down for Dick Simpson. He's batting cleanup today. 227, 1 home run on the year. Ground ball to third. And the play to first. So a relatively easy inning for Barber. We go to the bottom of the third with Tommy Harper leading off. Harper, Comer, and Rich Rollins due up. Tommy Harper, ground ball to short. His average is coming down. He's down to 333 now. 1 out for Wayne Comer. Walked his first time up, and he strikes out here. 4 Ks for Downing. 2 outs. It's 5 in a row now for Downing. And Rollins drops it in front of the plate. Munson pounces on it and guns him out at first. So Downing's turned it around since the first. We go to the top of the 4th inning. 1-0. With Bobby Murcer leading off. Murcer, Cox, and Boehmer. Murcer, soft line drive. Is that a thing? I don't know. Soft line drive to second. 1 out. Next man up, Bobby Cox strikes out. Look at Barber, 5 Ks. Barber is clearly our ace right now. 2 down for Len Boehmer. And a ground ball and a full count to third. And a 1-2-3 inning. There we go. Barber's actually just getting warmed up. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Don Mincher up. Only 4 hits total for the 2 teams. Mincher drove in our only run with that sort of an infield single. Here he pops it up to the shortstop, Elia. By the way, are you familiar with Lee Elia? We don't really take a lot of time to talk about the batters, but Lee Elia, maybe one of the best all-time rants in the history of baseball. If you can find the audio on YouTube, you have to hear him lose his mind against. He was a Cubs manager, played for the Cubs here, but he just went off on the crowd at Wrigley Park. Here's Jerry McNertney, and was telling them like none of them have jobs. All they do is drink all day. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That could be me, but it was just a mind-numbing. Like he just completely blacked out and just started saying crazy shit. 2 outs as McNertney pops out. Let's see if Danny Walton can get something going here with 2 down. Ground ball to third. Plays made by Bobby Cox. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Hey, how many managers do they have on this team? Former managers. I guess just 2, right? Cox and Elia. All right. So here we are, top of the 5th inning. Barber's at 68 pitches. He's got a 63 endurance, so he could probably go 90. I'd like to get 6 out of him today. Elia sharply hit ground ball to short. Good job by Lund. Gordy Lund's not giving us much with the bat, but he's been pretty solid defensively. Here's Al Downing, second time up. Ground ball to Lund. 2 quick outs for Barber. Back to the top of the lineup with Roy White. White popping it up to Lund. It's all about Gordy. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Van Kelly leading off. 0-2 count. He's protecting himself up there, popping it out to the first baseman. 1 down. Here's Gordy. Come on, Gordo. Oh, he shoots it into right center field. It's up against the wall for a double. Gordy Lund coming through. That is his first double of the season and the second double of his career. Man, now we have Barber up. They're not pulling the infield in. He's already gone 5. I think we want him out there for 1 more, don't we? The way he's pitching. So we're going to drop a bunt down. He is 1 for 3 on the season, so we know he can swing the bat a little bit. There we go. Lays on the bunt, back to the pitcher, Downing. And Lund advances to third. So if Harper gets a hit, he's definitely going to score. Lund, that is. 2 outs. Here's Tommy Harper. Come on, Tommy. Oh, he strikes out on that slider. Damn it. Maybe I should have just had Barber take a cut. We go to the top of the 6th inning. So the Pilots are holding on to the slimmest of leads, 1-0, and Horace Clarke leading off. It's 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Clarke already has a hit today. Barber jams him inside, pops it up in the foul ground, right into the guy's part, right into that guy's part. He's got lice in there, is what it looked like. 1 out. Here is the great Thurman Munson. This is one, by the way, this is one of my all-time favorite cards. I do have this card in my collection. It's in terrible shape. That's his rookie card. And if you have it, like in a PSA 10, it's worth like several $1,000s. Munson pops it up into shallow center field. Second baseman Kelly goes over and makes the catch. 2 outs for Dick Simpson and a ground ball to second. Barber is on cruise control right now. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here is Wayne Comer leading off. We need to get something going here. We have the heart of the lineup coming up. Comer lines out to third. He stung it. Unfortunately, it was right at Bobby Cox. 1 down. There's Rich Rollins taking a walk. So we have somebody on. Al Downing, second walk. He's only at 79 pitches, so he could go for a while here. Oh, come on, Mincher. There's his first strikeout, and that was a terrible one. That was horrific. Just trying to make something happen, I guess. All right, 2 down. Here's Jerry McNertney, and he strikes out. Wow. So only 5 total hits between the two teams. And although Barber does have a shutout going, a 2-hit shutout, I kind of feel like we've reached the finish line with him. We'll let him face Bobby Murcer. It's lefty on lefty violence. There we go. Ground ball to second. Good job by Kelly. And now we have to be careful. Bobby Cox had the big home run yesterday. If we can get past Bobby, I think we're all right. 1-1 count. He's tired, and there's a base hit to right. Ah, crap. Will Bobby Cox be running? Will Len Boehmer be bunting? We are going to pull the corners in. Here we go. Runner on first, 1 down. Is he going to lay down a bunt? Yes, he is. And a nice one to first. That'll get Cox over. 2 down. We are going to intentionally walk Lee Elia. First time I'm using this strategy this year. We're going to intentionally walk Lee Elia to get to the pitcher, and I'm sure they're going to pinch hit, right? So let's issue the walk. And they're going to bring in Steve Demeter, who did play for Detroit, never had a baseball card. This card is from a series that was made in the 80s called One Year Wonders, OYW. And they were just players who basically played for one season. This is Steve Demeter's first at-bat of the season. We're going to take out Barber. And yes, we are going to risk blowing his victory for today by bringing in Steve Acker. Good job by Barber. Either way, this turns out. And you can see that Jack Acker, off to a pretty good start. Only given up a couple of hits, and he's only walked 1. So here we go, Jack Acker into the ball game. Can we pull the outfielder in? No, they took that away from us. All right, so we're going to play straight away for Steve Demeter in his season debut. Full count. Oh, he strikes him out on a pitch that was 1.5 feet outside. Great job. We're going to see a new pitcher now for the Yankees. It's Joe Verbonic. His second appearance this year. He came in and walked 3 batters in the only inning he's played, and he had a wild pitch. So that is a level of suckitude that we like to see from a pitcher. Danny Walton. You know what? We're going to pinch hit for Walton because we want defensive replacements anyway. And the better defensive option isn't Steve Hovley. That never gets old to me. Okay, here we go. Steve Hovley. Pinch hitting, and he will go into play right field. Oh, he strikes out. Oh, no. That is anything but Hovley. 1 down. Here's Van Kelly. He's been quiet today offensively. Popping it up on the infield. Looks like Cox will make the catch. Oh, no, it's going to be the shortstop. Elia roams over and makes the catch. So 2 down. Here's Gordy Lund. He had a double today. Slow roller into the hole. Is that going to be an infield single? Oh, it's going to be an error by the shortstop. Lund goes to second. Now, this absolutely feels intentional by the game, making him safe on a ground ball because now the pitcher's up and we got to take him out. So, I don't know. Those are the little things that annoy me about this because it happens way too often to be a coincidence. Here's Steve Whitaker. Whitaker does not have a hit this year. Kind of a disappointment, but we're going to give him a shot here in the pinch hit scenario to give us an insurance run. They're going to walk him unintentionally. So that's 4 walks for Verbonic to go with this 1 strikeout. And now Tommy Harper's up. And he's going to be swinging from his shoelaces here. Here we go. Oh, they're going to walk him too. Oh, to get to Wayne Boehmer. That is a wise decision, whether this is intentional or not. Wayne Boehmer, not likely to do as much damage. He does not have an RBI this year. Here we go. And a pass ball. Oh, that's lame. I mean, we'll take the insurance run anytime we can get it. We are the pilots. But that's kind of lame. 1-0 count to Boehmer and a ground ball to first. So an error a couple of walks, a pass ball. We didn't even get a hit, but we do get a run. That, my friend, is the moguling. All right. How are we going to do this? Steve Whitaker, what's his best position? Okay, he can play left. So we're going to move Hovley to right and Whitaker to left. And I am okay with everything else. Right? Yes. Yep, okay, we're good. All right, now we need a pitcher, and that means Diego Segui, who's already thrown 7 innings for us and has been really, really bad. But we need him. This is his 5th appearance in 7 games. He's walked 7 in 7 innings. That's just unacceptable. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is only 39%. His fork ball is his best pitch. The 31-year-old righty doesn't go to free agency until 1971. All right. And he's facing the top of the lineup with Roy White. And take a look at our defense now. So much better. Here we go. Fly ball to center field. Hey, it wasn't a walk. It was out number 1. Here's Clarke. Average is up to 105. Oh, he lines it to left. Come on. Whitaker. Yeah, Whitaker makes the catch. 2 quick outs here in the 8th. Can Segui get a 1-2-3 inning? He's got to finish off Thurman Munson. Ground ball, base hit into center field. That's only the 4th hit for the Yankees today. And now Dick Simpson steps in. He has a home run, and he could tie it up with 1 swing of the bat. 2-2 count, and he strikes out. Good job, Segui. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 2-0. Pilots. Joe Verbonic coming back out to the mound to face Rich Rollins. And there's a base hit up the middle. So that's the 2nd hit for Rollins today. He had an infield single earlier. He's got half our hits today. Runner on first. Don Mincher's up. Mincher, he had his first strikeout. Oh, there's his first home run. A 2-run shot to left field, and it's 4-0 Seattle. Oh my gosh. We are better than, I don't know if it's managers, me the manager calling the games, or if the players are better than we anticipated, as McNertney gets a base hit. So that's 3 straight hits, and that'll do it for Verbonic, who had a terrible game. They're going to bring in their closer. It's Lindy McDaniel. And you'll see here, McDaniel bounced around last few seasons, making his 2nd appearance. He's already thrown 2 innings. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. He doesn't have any pitches above league average. His sinking fastball is rated a 79. That's the best pitch he's got. Overall rated a 75. The 33-year-old right-hander, prematurely gray, goes to free agency in 1971. Okay, runner on first. Nobody out. 2 runs in, and Steve Hovley's up. Hovley batting .308. A comebacker to McDaniel. They get the catcher at second for the first out of the inning. Runner on first. 1 down. Here's Van Kelly. Ground ball to short. I'm sorry, to third. Oh, and a double play. They go around the horn, and that'll polish it off. So good job there by McDaniel. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Now, it's no longer a save situation, so we may as well let Segui throw another inning. I know this is dangerous thinking, but why bring in another pitcher? Here's Bobby Murcer. Base hit to center field. Runner on first. We need a double play. Let's just get one right now with Bobby Cox up. Cox off to a good start, 364. He's got that home run from yesterday. And a wild pitch. Okay. So this is where they're going to get their token run. So let's just give it to them. Ground ball up the middle. Kelly goes to first. Murcer's on third with only one out. We need a strikeout here as Len Boehmer steps in. Oh, he jams him inside. Okay, play made by our first baseman, Mincher. 2 down. That's going to bring up Elia. May as well pitch to Elia instead of going to the pitcher here. And a fly ball to center field. Holy crap, we've got a shutout, folks. The Pilots beat the Yankees back-to-back games, this time with a shutout. 4-0. Handshakes, butt snaps, and apple stakes. All right. Wow, that was pretty amazing. Is there a trade offer? They're thinking about stuff. Oh, there's a trade. The Expos want to make another trade. They want Jim Bouton, who's injured for 54 days. And they're willing to trade us Gary Sutherland, who I personally like. He played for the Tigers eventually. Why is his rating so horrible? Defensively, he's not great. Good contact. I mean, a 2-for-1 deal I'm okay with. For a pitcher that we probably don't need. We're not going to see him anyway for a couple of months. What about Don Bosch? He is a center fielder. Wow, he's great defensively everywhere. He's actually the prize of the deal. He's got 90 speed. That's about all he's got going for him. You can maybe take a walk. Okay, former New York Met. I don't know much about him. Okay, so why would we not do this deal? We just did a deal with the Expos yesterday. I guess the talks continued. And they want Jim Bouton, who is unavailable because he's injured. So why would we keep him? So we're not. We're going to talk. Let's talk. Balance the cash. It's already even. The only thing I don't like about this deal, in theory, is I don't like giving up another pitcher. We've given up a few already. All minor leaguers are unavailable. But I guess that's what we're going to do. Let's submit. We'll take it. We're going to do this deal. We're building our bench. Everybody likes it. Okay. I don't know. If you think that was... I could see how someone might think that was a bad deal. If you think so in the comments, let me know what you think I should have done. Okay, let's play one more day. We'll advance this calendar day. Is there a trade today? They're thinking about it. Give it to us. Come on. Thinking hard. Chewing it over. Wow. There we go. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a big one. This is with the Metropolitans, who are on their way to the World Series in real life in 1969. They want our boy Don Mincher, who's absolutely crushing it. And in return, we would get Tommy Agee, who's going to be a free agent, and he's making a crap ton of dough. Let's take a look at Tommy Agee. He's not even starting. He is a pinch hitter at this point. He's got power, and he's got speed. Oof. And he's going to arbitration, so we're going to have to pay him. And he would be our best player. I guess our biggest name player, right? So you can't look at 1968 as, you know, a real statistical season, because it was the year of the pitcher, and I mean, he, much like everybody else, had an off year. We get Duffy Dyer, who's pretty young at this point of his career. His arm is average, so he's not helpful. Oh, look at that 90 behind the plate, though. Oh, yeah, fielding 97. Range is all right. And he's young. Okay, I like that. I like that. Ted Martinez, second baseman. Oh, he's a shortstop here. Not much to offer. Speed. We're getting a lot of speed offers. And Ron Locke, who played in 1964 and then never played again. Now, he is a pitching arm, which we could use in return. Oh, my gosh. So who would play first base for us? That's the question. I guess Hegan could go to first base, and we would have AG in the outfield. Can he play left? He can play anywhere, right? Yeah, in fact, left is his best spot. Oh, my gosh. Are we going to do this, guys? How could I not do this? We're giving up the Doberman, who has been nothing but awesome for us. I mean, we're not going to win. I don't know. I wouldn't think we'd win this year. Maybe we should try to ask for more since he's doing so well. Let's see if we let's talk. This is crazy. Can we get some cash? Money homes? Nope. I want some money because we might lose Tommy Agee. So, and it's the Mets. They've got money to burn. So give us $60,000. What do you think this is? Charity? Sort of. What if we got rid of Ted Martinez and we took $80,000? Oh, cannot. All right. Well, what can I get for you? What can they get? Can you give me 60? What do you think this is charity? Oh, God, you suck. All right. Well, okay, then give me Ted Martinez back. I think we're going to do this. Oh, my gosh. We've already changed our team so much in a week. But I have to think this is for the better, right? I mean, we're doing it to build for the future. There's Ted Martinez. Well, give us Ted Martinez back. Try to balance the cash again. It's all good. Okay. All right. Man, Don Mincher, though, right? That's tough. We like him a lot. But he's 30 years old, and I don't think he would have been affordable. So we're going to submit the offer. We're doing it, guys. Nice. Oh, boy. Okay, lots going on here. Okay, let's take a look at standings. We are in second place. We are 4-3, 1.5 back, looking good. Yankees have lost 2 in a row. Take a look at the National League here. St. Louis finally lost. They're 6-1. Headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Oh, there's all kinds of trades. The White Sox trade Bill Moran. We're going to read about that here more. Yankees win 3-2. So that must have been on our day off day. Fritz Peterson gets the win. Willie Stargell gets traded to Baltimore. Oh my gosh, this is like, let's make a deal. Let's take a look at all of these trades. Okay, so first of all, Willie Davis of the Dodgers hits for the cycle. Very cool. And then Don Sutton gets a 4-year extension. I got to go in and fix that. All right, and then here's the trade. So Phillies are trading Johnny Callison, pretty good home run hitter, maybe on the decline, to the White Sox. Great defensive. Well, 95 arm, 94 defensively. That is a nice player to obtain. In return, they're getting Pete Varney, star of all the Jim Varney movies. I can't think of what they're called now. I can't think of any of them. Ernest Goes to Jail. There you go. Oops. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, this is and Bill Moran. Okay, there we go. Pitcher Bill Moran. Whoa, he's got a 93 peak. So, okay. Then here we go. Here's our trade with Jim Bouton to Montreal. I think that's a good trade. I mean, why wouldn't I do that? And then Luis Peraza gets a broken knuckle. And then Willie Stargell gets traded to Baltimore for Bobby Grich. Oh, my gosh. Here's Pops. Traded to Baltimore in the prime of his career. I mean, coming off a bad year, let's be honest. But again, everybody had a bad year. And for Bobby Grich, who honestly should be in the Hall of Fame. He's maybe the best second baseman of the 70s. Yeah. Nice. And then they also get Roger Freed. There's his 1972 baseball card. I've done some teams. I haven't done them all. I do a little bit every day. And then we traded Don Mincher to the Mets, and you already know that deal. So very cool. Lots of trades today. All right, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. This one's run a little bit long. Pilots win 4-0. Player of the game. I kind of think Steve Barber deserves it for going 6 2/3 innings. But Don Mincher, in his last game as a Pilot, had 3 RBI. And I think we need to give it to him as a going-away present. He won back-to-back player of the games and hit his first home run. Oh, man, I think that could be a regrettable decision. But he's been, I mean, he's 30 years old. So how much more can he really give us? I don't know. Okay, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 1 of our series versus the Minnesota Twins, I believe. Until then, everyone, have a great night.